Good morning and welcome to Lifestyle Matters. I'm your host, Blake Buck. Today I'm joined by Crystal Reed and Emily Burton, both employees at Ridgeline Montessori Public Charter School. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Emily, let's start off by talking about the differences between a Montessori education and a traditional education, especially at Ridgeline.
Yeah, great question. So Montessori is based on a multi-age classroom. And in my classroom, I teach first, second, and third grade. And first graders come and they join an established classroom and they stay with me for 3 years. And that really builds relationships and stability and consistency. Another big difference is the individualized instruction. So most of my teaching is done to small groups of students, and I'll choose those students based on their readiness and their interest. So no two students are moving through the curriculum at exactly the same pace. Kids have the opportunity to accelerate if they're ready, and if they need more practice, they have peers that can do that practice with them.
Well, and also talk about what does a day in the life look like at Ridgeline?
Sure. Well, Montessori is very hands-on. So in my lessons, I'm sharing Montessori materials with the kids that help make abstract concepts concrete and engaging for them.
Yeah.
And so then they're expected to take those materials off the shelf and practice them.
Okay.
So if you walked into the classroom, what you'd see is just a wide array of different activities going on. And there'd be a buzz of conversation, kids talking about math, history, geography. And many kids would be working on projects that they're really passionate about. I have some kids measuring all the shelves in the classroom, making a book about flying squirrels. So there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes people think that that means that kids can just do whatever they want, but it's not the case. There's a lot of hidden structure. And every kid has a work plan that they create with an adult in the classroom to make sure that they're practicing what they need to do, staying on track, and that they get support on the projects that they're working on.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I know at Ridgeline Montessori, community is very important. Speak to me about how staff, parents, and students really make that happen.
Absolutely. Community is really at the heart of Ridgeline. Students, staff, and families truly learn with and from one another. In our multi-age classrooms, you'll see older students mentoring younger ones, and everyone helps care for the environment. And that sense of responsibility is shared throughout the community. At Ridgeline, our parents are true partners in their child's education. They share their time, talents, and resources with the school, helping in classrooms and supporting at school-wide events. Yeah. And I think just the care and connection that they bring really helps make it such a meaningful community.
Yeah. And Ridgeline Montessori is a kindergarten through 8 school. Yes. And talk to me about how you guys help with that transition from a Montessori program into high school.
Sure. Well, Ridgeline has a long track record of getting students academically prepared for high school. And beyond that, it's a really positive and accepting place. So as kids are navigating adolescence, which can be challenging, they're doing it in a place where they're encouraged to fearlessly be themselves. So it's a great foundation and a launch pad for high school.
Yeah. And as far as the vision, what do you see for Ridgeline in the next year, 5 years? And also, how can the community help support that vision?
Great question. We know how transformative public Montessori education is, and we want every child, regardless of background, to have the opportunity to learn in a community like ours. When families, parents, and supporters invest in Ridgeline, whether it's advocacy, donating, or volunteering, they're really helping to strengthen and ensure public Montessori exists for a future generation.
Yes. And if parents are interested in learning more about Ridgeline Montessori Public Charter School, how can they do that?
Absolutely. Check out our website, ridgeline.org. Enrollment lottery season begins in January, and we host school tours in February. We'd love to see you at an upcoming event.
Yeah. Well, Crystal, Emily, thank you so much for joining me today and speaking with our community about Ridgeline Public Montessori School. And thank you all so much. Again, I'm your host, Blake Buck. We'll see you next time.